Well, hello guys, welcome back. I think I know part of the reason they've been so wound up. I've been cooking with bonito flakes. Ooh, bonito flakes. These are from Japan. These are really pretty. They're almost like a shell pink with like a little wood smoke color, if that makes sense. And they are so good. So good. They're like dried smoked fish flakes. And you can make stock out of them. You can make strain water over them, which they used to do all the time. Iron Chef Japan, which I think is a good waste of bonito, but you get a lot. You get like 100 grams in a bag. That's huge. And our 2 packs of tea, one of the last things I ordered on Amazon, came in, and this is from Vietnam. This is supposed to be matcha. But even if it's matcha, sencha, it doesn't make a difference. Sencha is just, they grew it in the sun, and matcha, they covered it up, and it grew in the shade. So, we have that. So that's really good, because this was super, super cheap, and it's a huge bag compared to, what I got before. I'm gonna pause this so I can put this away. Okay, and we also ordered, onigiri, not onigiri, we ordered onigiri maker. And I found those hot-boiled egg presses I wanted. I got a bunny and I got a fish because I wanted a fish. They have, to make the Japanese pancake, they have grills for it, but I really don't understand how you work these things because they look like the old-fashioned griddles you used on like a gas stove or a cast iron stove, and I'm like, I have a flat glass top stove. I don't know how I would use that thing. I wasn't sure if it was like flat on one side or it was supposed to be attached to like, is there like a special kind of cooking surface they have? It didn't make sense. I'm like, well, I would love to get one, but I don't know how they work, so I didn't get that. Coffee. And we did a lot of cooking because they both love cooking. So we did, we made the spiced milk today, and we made oven pancakes. It seems to be becoming a weekly thing. And those were coffee and milk in the mix instead of just water. We have them every weekend, so we try to make something really distinctly different every weekend. I think maybe next week we'll go for like chocolate or something, but I have to order more pancake mix. So yeah, it's been good. It's been, like I said, it's been hectic. They've been very naughty and into everything, but that's good in a way. I mean, if they didn't like you, they wouldn't be into anything. So even if they're driving you nuts and they're running around, they get a little too excited and something breaks, it's okay. Although I have told them to go sit in the corner and think about what they've done when they put a scare into me. They mean well, but they're both definitely mischief makers, and Inori has a strong trickster vibe to them because they're having so much fun going through all these different forms. They're something else. And then they were telling me stuff that's also why I took time off. I had to think about some of the stuff they were telling me. And they're like, I've always been here. Who do you think, remember I was asking you guys what if anybody could translate what I was calling the Cookie Monster? I had a Cookie Monster doll as a little child. And unfortunately I don't have him anymore, but he had on a like a chef's hat and a cook, and I for some reason I thought he was like a cooking god, and I'm a little child, remember, I'm like a little baby, and I wanted to call him like kitchen god or something, or cookie god or something, but I couldn't pronounce it, so I realized, no, I thought it was Smaku, but it was Samaku, so I got that, and I'm like, where would I have even picked up Japanese? Because my family's not Japanese that I know of, and we never had any, like, Japanese neighbors or anything, and God knows that all the World War II films that my parents watched, it was probably absolute gibberish. I don't remember it actually ever being Japanese. It was just like, like people try to speak pretend Chinese. It was probably what the Japanese was, so I don't know where it came from other than Inori and Inori having fun. I mean, they're like, Mother Fox is like so proud any word I remember. They don't even care if I remember the wrong word or don't know what it is. They're just happy because I was counting wrong. I can't even count to 4 right, and they don't care. They're so happy. So that was good. And Loki's just really been enjoying it. And give me 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry, my allergies are just kicking my butt the last couple of days, and I've been, cleaning up my diet mostly. Yeah, we ended up going out for treats on Saturday, but we only went out on Saturday because I'd walked around the church and I was having that communication problem, and it was like feeling this hostile energy. And all the food, it looked like, when food's like too old, especially chocolate, it gets that like dusty covering on it because it separates is what actually happens. And it'll look like it. I'm like, that can't be possible. They had to have cooked this stuff fresh to bring it to sell, right? But it didn't look right. And then I realized a lot of this stuff was like Easter stuff and that. And I'm like, oh, you made that when? April 1st? And you're selling it now? No. So yeah, and they would have had to make it before April 1st for Easter. So I don't know how old it was, but I was like, yeah, no. I don't know if they were still using the same molds or they just had leftover candy and they figured, oh, we'll bring it. These people in this town don't know any better. But yeah, it looked off and it was just weird, the energy. And it used to be really cold. I mean, as in people. And then for a while it was really cool because they got in a good crew and they loved to cook and they took pride in what they cooked. And now they just make crap food. And it's expensive now. It's like $2 for a hot dog. And I'm like, what? What did you do? Put gold in the filling? Like, dude, $2? I could like go get a actually good hot dog because they're really cheap hot dogs. And it's like, no, you people are nasty and you're not friendly. They didn't even pretend to want to wait on me. So I'm like, okay. So we ended up going up street and I got hot dogs up there because I figured, well, I'll go up there because we had saved up for it. To go to the church. And I figured, well, I'll go there. So we got 2 hot dogs, a drink, which is usually forbidden for me, but I let myself get a drink. And I got like a chicken wrap because I figured I would have got dessert. And I really didn't feel like getting ice cream like right after I woke up. So we got that. So we've been having a good time. Inori was doing a lot of healing with me. They kind of work in the same way that Loki does, but they're stealthier about it, if that makes sense. And it's weird because it feels like they have always been here, if I'm not like hallucinating and like breathing toxic fumes from the earth, but it feels like they've always been here because they were kind of alluding to it because we did I mention that this recording Karen Carpenter came on and they loved it because my parents had issues raising me. They really did not need another child. They didn't need one. I loved them, but they really weren't parent material. And I always didn't feel safe with them, even as like a little baby. But when the Carpenters would come on, for some reason, Karen Carpenter's voice would make me feel like really super safe and protected. And Nori got so excited. So I definitely know that was her. It was kind of as weird as it sounds, it was Mama Fox being there. And Loki's always been there too. I think we all get as many gods as, come and meet us. We probably have an infinite number of gods. And it's like with the kami, or kind of like Wudon Loa, new ones are being born, so to speak, all the time. Because let me see if I can get this right, if you die in Shinto belief, you can become a kami as well. You don't have to be a divine being in our sense that, they always were a god. They were never human. So that's neat. And I mean that. I know I come off sarcastic, but I do mean it when I say that. So that was neat. And we finally got our PayPal in. It was taking forever, and I was like, I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, did everybody drop me? What happened? So my PayPal came in. I guess it's from, from Patreon. They wouldn't say. It was a surprise. Here's your PayPal. So we went on eBay, and I got an onigiri maker because they have both been just staring at all the onigiri on Tabi Eats. And I had ordered with her groceries, like we need more rice, but I ordered more rice and I ordered nori, the seaweed wrap. And I ordered the two, I don't know if I told you this already, sorry. Ordered the two hard-boiled egg things, the bunny and the fish. Oh yeah, I told you, okay. I'm just like, I'm tired. I love them, but they're a handful, so they've been running around. So they've been doing like heavy duty, cleaning up stuff for me. And they've also been running around like wild little foxes. And right now they're like really calm. I think they're ready to drop. I checked on the order. It's still somewhere in Pittsburgh. It left Pittsburgh 6:30 this morning. I'm thinking it'll probably get here Tuesday, like with everything else. The soups from Japan are supposed to be here Tuesday. That will probably be here Tuesday. Keep your fingers crossed. I don't owe duties. I don't think Americans do if it's like a really small amount, and I never buy anything expensive. But we'll find out. I'm just hoping everything comes in okay, because lately, like, the orders I've been getting in, the boxes have been really damaged. I think they let wild animals into, like, the post office and into UPS. I think they let them chew on packages, because that's what they've been looking like. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, Loki's really enjoying himself. He's really enjoying the bonito because it's, that's dried smoked fish. And he's really enjoying the matcha because, I wanted to buy like all the proper tools, and and ours like, just use a fork. Oh my god. Just use a fork. You don't have to get all Japanesey, as they would say on Tabi Eats. And they say that. They're Japanese and they say it, so it's not like I made up that word, but he's like, yeah, you don't have to, no matter how much matcha I drink, he's like, you don't have to go out and buy all this fancy stuff. Just use a fork. Oh my god. A lot of people just, like, if they're going to have a cold, they just use a shaker bottle. Like, everybody probably has one, those energy drinks that you got for like a week and you never ate them again, and you still have the bottle. You can use it for that. So I hope you guys like what you saw, and if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.